Hi everybody, this is Julie with ReadySetStampIt.blogspot.com, and I'm going to show you a few different tags to do for Christmas, or if you can also imagine different stamps on them, let's say if you want to do for birthday or anything. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of show you some different ideas here for the tags. This one is from Hampton Art Stamp. I got this in the set of those 50 of them. And this is called Magic of Christmas. It says, Believe in the Magic of Christmas. And what I'm going to do here is something that I saw with Beata on Split Coast Stampers, and it was a really cool thing that she did. So what I'm going to do here, I've stamped the image just with some Stays On brown ink, and I am going to make this look like an antique looking tag. So what I'm going to do now, I have these markers. I just have, they're called Le Plume 2 markers. And I'm just going to go ahead and use these, color this in, and then we'll come right back. Okay, so I've got all this colored in, and the nice thing too about this Hampton Arts stamp here is that it's colored in, so it kind of gives you an idea of what color, if you'd like to color it in along the same lines as that. Anyway, so that's just kind of a neat thing there. Let me go ahead. I'm using the back side of this because, of course, I don't want this blue, or I could use this here. But I am going to use this back side. This is just Tim Holtz Distressing Brown. And I am going to just use this around the edges here to try to distress this a little bit and make this look a little more antique looking. If you don't have this and you do want to give it an antique type look to it, you also could put your paper in some tea dyes. So literally like steeping some tea and putting your paper in it. I wouldn't suggest totally submerging it, but just to sort of get it a little bit colored with that. That would also give it a really nice antique look if you didn't have any of these Tim Holtz colors. Another thing you can do too is, of course, if you have markers, to rub the markers on the back of a sponge like this, and this is just a makeup applicator that I'm using here, and then you just rub it on here like so. So even if you don't have those things, you can still make a distress type looking tag here. So there's lots of options for you guys out there. So I like the way that looks. So the next step we're going to do is put embossing ink on it. So here's my Versamark pad. So I'm going to open this up and literally dip this whole thing into the Versamark pad. Get it nice and juicy there. Let's see. And do it over here. And then I'm going to put the clear embossing powder on top of this. So let me get that over here. Pour this on top here. And then I'm going to use my heat gun. And I'm going to repeat this step probably 3 to 4 times. Okay, so here's the final, well, not final, but anyway, you can see it's all glossy. And I've put like 4 coats on this. And what I did each and every time, I dipped it into my Versamark. Here's my Versamark. Each and every time I dipped it into my Versamark, then I poured the embossing powder. Then I did the heat gun over it. And then I waited for that to cool a little bit, put it back in the Versamark, put the embossing powder on it, did the gun on it again. So anyway, that's 4 steps of doing that. So this is all glossy, and it's really a neat feel to this tag. So what we're going to do now is give it a really worn antique look. So you could leave it like this, but what I'm going to do is crackle it and, oops, I just actually tore that a little bit. That's not what I wanted to do, but you just bend it a little bit and it's going to crack the ink in here. You guys can hear it cracking, you can see it cracking there. You have to just be careful not to tear it like I did. So a little more gentle with it. Excuse me. We'll just keep bending this a little more. Oh, I can hear it all cracking in there. There we go. That's neat. Alright, so there is the tag here. And now what I'm going to do is take some of this distressing ink, or you could also use some of your Tim Holtz inks, walnut inks as well. But what I'm going to do here and just go and fill in the cracks here. So I'm going to do this, fill in the cracks, and then when I'm all done, I'm going to go through and wipe off the excess, because you are going to have the excess here, and then I'm going to add a ribbon to it. So when we come back, I'll have done, added all into the cracks into here, and then wiping off the excess, and then putting the tag, not the tag, the ribbon onto the tag. So we'll be back in just a little bit, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take one of these Office Depot 5x8 pads. They come 12 for like $8 or $9, so it's a really economical gift to give to someone, especially if there's teachers or just if you guys are trying to watch your money this year, like most of us are. So anyway, this is what you do. This is a 5x12 sheet of basil. It's called, let me read the name of this. Bankroll is the name of this paper. Really cool opalescent type paper. And what I'm going to do is add this to here, but we've got some other embellishments I'm going to do. So I'm going to try to, there, bring that camera angle out there. All right, so what I've done, you can see it's not going to go all the way back here, but that's all right. It's just going to go alongside here. And I have this really sticky, this is like that pink tape. And what you'll do is you'll put the tape here, you'll put the tape here, and you'll also put the tape here. It's really important, and probably one more back on the very back to adhere it. Because I've tried double stick tape and it does not work. It really needs to be this Wonder tape to make this work efficiently. So we're going to go from there, and when we come back I'll have put on this tape. Okay, so I've gone ahead and adhered this onto here and also bent back this and increased it just so that it has a place to fold so that people can then start using the pad. And what I've done is gone ahead, and I didn't measure any of these, but just cut some paper here and adhere this double stick really heavy duty tape. Now on this piece it's not necessary for the heavy duty tape, I wouldn't say for this, but because I just had that out and it was convenient for me at the moment, that's what I'm using. But you just need heavy duty tape in order to adhere this cardstock onto this booklet here and onto the back of the booklet, but not for anything else. So once again, I've used this here, and this is some of the cardstock actually that I got when I was demonstrating for the Paper Zone. So I'm just going to take some of this tape off of here, and the ribbon that I got here I believe was from Michael's. So let's go ahead. I'm going to leave a space here. I just like the looks of this paper, and I kind of want to show it off a little bit, so I'm just going to put it like that. And now what I'm going to do is incorporate our pretty little tag that was made here. So I am going to adhere this on with some Zots. So let me get some of these Zots out of here. And let's see here. Actually, I'm running out of these Zots. So before I add this onto it, let me use these for this. I need to use these Zots to, that's not working. I need to use these Zots. I'm going to add some of these poinsettias. And the poinsettias I love them. I got them last year and they're all sparkly. And they're Prima flowers from the Holiday Poinsettia. And I just love them. They come with leaves. Let me open this up so you guys can see them. They come with leaves, and they had holly leaves and regular leaves. And there's glitter on some of them, and some of them are this type of fabric. I just think it's so pretty. So anyway, we're going to add some of those onto here. And we've got a couple more of those to add. So let me find these little stickers. I didn't realize how low I was running on these. I have a couple of these little Zot things, so I need to grab another pack of them here. Okay guys, so here is the final notepad, and I think it turned out so super cute. And let me just tell you, these are hot items at the bazaars. So if you're doing any bazaars this year, these go like crazy. They're just, because everybody can use one of these, that's why. And so if you do one that's got like a nautical map on it for the guys or something like that, anyway, they're just really popular and great for guys or girls both. So, or if you're just, of course, wanting to give it to a friend or anything like that. So, there you go, guys. Thanks so much for watching and the process of seeing a tag and also incorporating the tag into a gift. Have a terrific day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.